Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some highlight matches coming up over the next few days. Today, we're going to be casting some clashes between REYNOR in the for Basilisk Gaming in the bottom left, up against CLEM for Team Liquid in the top right. It's a classic match, it's a big match, but not only that, we are also looking at it in the context of a team league. Now, these matches are like best of 9s, best of bloody 13s, crazy formats, and there were so many games played. And I am flying off tomorrow, so I'm trying to cast as many highlight matches as I can. I might come back and cast maybe a whole series here or there if I get a chance to, but these will be like best of 13s with like 2v2s, 1v1s, players going in and out. It's a bit hard to follow the format unless you cast them all in order, so I might cast those in the future. If someone really requests, you think, oh, the grand finals was super banging or something, this is the Crank Gathers Team League, thousands of dollars, best teams in the world playing. And it was a really fun format where you had 2v2s blended with 1v1s. You had players sometimes having multiple revives where a player could come back and play multiple 1v1s, especially the later it got in the tournament where the series got bigger and bigger. And just really cool because we got to see matches between some of the best players in the world. We'll also be casting a few of the 2v2s, which are incredibly fun because it's so rare that you get to see top players play 2v2s. But it is amazing when you get to, you got your, I think Maru and Zaun were playing some of them. I know Serral and REYNOR were pairing up with REYNOR playing Protoss, so stay tuned. We've got a lot more of those matches to come. But for now, let's focus on the CLEM versus REYNOR rivalry and how this one went, because CLEM is going to go SCV Scout, worried about early Zerglings, potentially off of a pool first, but this has been a very late gas, and 3 workers off minerals onto gas. And he just kind of pulled 3 workers off. So he's actually only got 1 worker on these 2 patches now. What is this build for? Is this a 15? It looks like a 15-15. But he's taking his gas kind of awkwardly. He still doesn't have a worker on this patch. I think he'll send this guy there when he pops. I'm curious what this build is all about for REYNOR. It looks like he's going to stay 2 base and go 4 queen. We'll keep our eyes on it. 3rd queen hasn't started just yet. 200 minerals are there. Okay, so 3rd queen now begins. In the main, will he go for a 4th queen as well? He might not. Is he going to go straight lair into Roach, it looks like? No, Link Speed begins. Interesting, guys. We are on Andromeda here for this map. It is a map that's very narrow top to bottom, but decent distance still from right to left, where, of course, your bases are. Link Speed, 3 queens. And just droning. And now he's going to move out to a slightly delayed 3rd. It's not that delayed. It's like, what, 20? Maybe 25 seconds delayed. And he's droning up his natural nice and early. No, not a bad build. This is a totally solid way of playing just a very safe opening with these early queens. Went back to inject, so the queen was out of position, but only momentarily. And the Reaper's, of course, going to dance around. Behind this, 3rd command center has, of course, started. I literally didn't even check. I wasn't looking at what CLEM was doing at all. Because I just know it's 3rd command. I just need to check if it's 2nd barracks or starport. It is 2nd barracks, so he's going to play the 2-on-1, which is really good against like slow Roach players. But this is Ling Speed into Roach Warren for REYNOR, which makes me wonder if he's going to do a nasty all-in. He's pulled off gas. That Roach Warren's a fake. He wants CLEM to think he's playing Roaches, but he has no intention of building them. He's actually just going to play a proper Queen Zergling game with a lot of Lings. 20 Zerglings? Okay, so I think he wants to flood in, expecting CLEM to be very aggressive. REYNOR with some tricks up his sleeve, guys. Oh, he sneaks the Lings down south, knowing those Hellions are going to rotate over here to try and stop the creep spread. The Lings are going to flood out. You playing these mind games with me? I just want to know because I need your love a lot. Come on now. The Marine's going to get baited out, but that's only a single Marine, and it will at least give some early warning. Queens are there. No Lings at home. Oh, actually, there are 4. A few Zerglings are here. Not very many. The Queen needs to block the ramp. He needs to reposition that Queen so that she blocks the ramp. But the Hellions are just going to go for the natural anyway. Lings are in on the other side, guys. The Marines get surrounded. The natural getting ransacked. But CLEM doing a lot of drone damage. 7 drones. I think a bit more than REYNOR wanted to take there. He can kill even more on the other side, though. CLEM needs to get these SCVs out of here. The Lings run away from a fight. They were winning. I think that's a mistake. I think he could have killed a lot more SCVs there. Those SCVs were very damaged. I do not agree with the pullback, but if you can get us around these Marines, it might not matter. REYNOR waiting for more Lings. And he can just overwhelm this now. He's got to go for it. Yeah, this is it. He's going to do crazy damage. The Marines and the SCVs trying to drill into the pocket, trying to defend. Somehow there's still a Marine alive in there, but the Lings are ravaging. One Marine pops out on the high ground. It goes down as well. SCVs with that beautiful pocket trick. CLEM limiting the damage they can take, and actually a shockingly good bit of micro, but of course the moment he stops clicking to do some macro, he loses 6 more workers. Every worker goes down in the natural. REYNOR cleans it up. He's got double Evo on the way, 7 more drones, and he's ready to potentially transition into Roaches. He may actually play a Roach sub, but I love what this build is, guys. It really, like I said, it looks like you're playing gasless. You've delayed your gas, you're going to play slow Roach, greedy third, the Hellions want to dive in and do damage while leaving nothing at home to defend, and the Lings were such a surprise. Now, don't get me wrong, he invested a lot, right? He did 33 Zerglings, he lost 7 drones, and he's got to deal with Stim Medevacs coming across the map. It's 1 Hellion, 7 Marines, 2 Medevacs. Queens should be able to deal with that if they're in position, but that is a little bit of an if. He's also going melee range. What? Oh, there's got to be a misclick. There's no way. You got to go armor. Unless he thinks he's playing against mech, which he definitely isn't. He knows it's 2 barracks. REYNOR has accidentally not made the most important upgrade. He's made the 2 least important upgrades. That is a huge mistake. Now, obviously, I'm sure some people say, Pig, why do you always criticize players? I'm in the comment section. Why don't you talk about why he might want to do this? You would never want to do this against Bio. You would want to do these upgrades against mech, never against Bio. There is no situation. Carapace is the most important fundamental upgrade. It helps your Queens, it helps your Lings, it helps your Roaches, and it's so good at limiting Marine damage. It is the most important upgrade in this matchup. REYNOR forgetting that is tragic. That being said, he is miles ahead in supply, 20 workers ahead. If he could just defend this attack, which it looks like, what do you get? A few creep trimmers? He's got a 4th base in the middle now. It is a very bad 4th base, only 6 minerals, 1 gas, and it's in a crap position. I think this is what I would refer to as a garbage expansion. I dislike it, but he's going Roaches at the same time with Roach speed. 16 Roaches, that's a lot of Roaches. It'll keep him safe for now. Clem does have a 3rd command center up. He's trying to rebuild his worker count, but actually his workers aren't building. Clem's going all in, right? He's not building workers. Clem's all in. Clem's all in. He might even pull the boys. REYNOR sees the Marines moving out. Nice move. Lack of carapace hurts. I don't think it matters. As long as he makes some ravages, he can bile down these tanks. How the hell is Clem going to do anything? He's trying to build a few more workers now, but this is a massive commitment. He needs to get something back, and he needs to do it right now. Clem at just 46 army supply. REYNOR on 87. And REYNOR, it's his game to lose. He finally starts that carapace upgrade. But he's got +1 Roaches, and I think that'll be good enough. The tanks take a nice position on the high ground. Roach speed's about 10 seconds away. A few Ravages are morphing. I love the Ling counter. I'd also love to see the Roaches loop around to counterattack as well. Tanks moving forward. They're just sitting in vision of each other. The Marines just YOLO in here. Crazy situation. I don't think REYNOR needs to defend this 4th, but I think he's got more than enough army to go for this. He pulls back, though. He's getting intimidated by Clem. Of course, Clem does have that aura, the fastest, best Terran player in the world. Hard to know that you can commit right now, but I think REYNOR can absolutely crush this. He's going to bring the Lings in from behind. And of course, with them jumping on the tank, he should be able to seal the deal. The tanks are going to go down. The Roach Ravager gets on top. The Biles take out both tanks. And that is a brilliant hold. REYNOR's 4th survives. He's still on 66 workers. And Clem gets shut down. All right, guys. Nice win there for REYNOR. I guess, I mean, even though this is not a best of, I guess we can put a point here for REYNOR. He's taken him out. And in the exact next map in this series, both players have sent out the exact same player. And I think whether you win or lose, because I don't think it's like a King of the Hill format, but I think they've just both decided to send the same player out again. Hungry for a rematch is Clem, and he gets it. REYNOR, with such a tricky build, you've caught your opponent off guard. Now, this is Dreams and Scars. This is a map where they've spawned bottom left, top right, but it's actually a 4-player map. But you always spawn cross map. So you could spawn down here, and then it's an entirely, and then your opponent would spawn top left, and it's an entirely different layout. You can see then you have this weird expansion. Whereas on this one, you have this wider, area over it. It's like a different map depending on where both players spawn, which is actually really cool. There's also these little worker-only paths here, guys. Whenever you see those little minerals, that is a visual marker telling you only workers can get through there. Nothing else. No Zerglings, nothing. But I think these rocks probably can get cleared, right, guys? I imagine that's like a conjoined rock or something. If anyone knows, let me know. The fact that it shows up on the minimap as rocks makes me imagine it is. There's also some groovy flowers and grass waving around. Very windy apparently here. And we've got some big... Oh, it's a tree! There's a big tree here! Oh, wait, is this the map, guys, with the moist gashes? Yeah, there's these moist gashes here where all the plants grow. Colossus can move through here. I wonder if you can unload marines through these areas, guys. Can you? I think if Colossus can move through there, you'd think you'd be able to unload units down there as well, but maybe not. All right, SCV's coming out. Ooh, third hatchery in the back. Just only builds one queen to start. Builds a few more drones. Dude, is he skipping Zerglings? Oh, wow. Oh, the Reaper takes a while to get across this map. I think Reynor's studied the map. I think he realized he can get away with it. Oh, look at that. There's even like a little stream in the bottom of this ramp area, this double ramp. Dude, this map's beautiful. Who made this map? Guys, can we add this to the Pigasaur Weekly? This map's pretty. Why are we not playing this in Pigasaur? Dude, we gotta add this to Pigasaur. Someone can remind me after the game. I'm gonna immediately message Stego and say, dude, put this map in. Ooh, he gets a double cancel, but at least the drone survives. Third base is up, second queen in the main. He's completely skipped Zerglings, has Reynor, and gotten away with it, so he's feeling really good. Command center, number 3 goes down. And one wonders, where does he take this? Does he take it down here, guys? Or does he expand to the middle? I think to the middle is a more standard Terran thing, right? Keep these rocks up. This debris, 1500 hit point debris. You can see the SCV makes his way up the little back path. But yeah, you can keep those rocks up and then just take your third here, take your fourth behind it. A pretty safe expansion pattern for Terran. There is a rich gas on the interior base, which I guess he could take as well. I mean, this base is not really interior though. Like, you can't get there to defend this. Wait, why did Reynor take this? This is not an inside base. What am I talking about? Whoa, the Reaper can jump up and down over that? Oh, that's cool. Is that on purpose? Or is that bugged, guys? You can see Clem is like, wait, this works? Dude, that was sick. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Queen's starting to break the rocks. Oh no, he's not got it walled off yet. He does build an Evo chamber. Reynor here with 3 queens, 4th one on the way. He's building a Roach one and an Evo chamber this time. And he does cancels a gas and then hides this drone. Alien and the Reaper don't know it's there. He's going to build a Roach, a couple Roaches maybe to try and secure that. Starting to break these rocks so he can get over to that base a bit easier. Oh, this is interesting, man. All right, he's going to try and build a Spine Crawler on this side. Queen's isolated, but I think with the Roach popping out, he can at least punish the Hellions. If they do want to take care of this. Oh, already 1 Hellion down. Obviously, Queen's worth more than a Hellion, though. The Roach will chase it back for now. Reynor's not got a big work account, though. Like, he can send workers down there now, but he's got to drone pretty hard to make up for this, because there's already 3 command centers dropping mules. Only a 3-worker advantage for Zerg. Hellion Banshee coming out as well. And you definitely want to see the Roaches move over here. The Spine Crawler, I don't think I like the Spine here. I think you'd be better off just building your Roaches a little bit earlier this game and skipping the Spine. Spore Crawler is really good, though. Spore Crawler will cover him against Banshee. The Banshee comes out, starts a lair. He also starts the second Spore in the natural. He's not in position. I think Reynor really should just leave 1 queen on standby in the wall so he doesn't have to keep scrambling to that left side. Then again, he's got a Spine and 3 Roaches. Aliens could try to dive in there. It's awkward being down this low ground. Like, if a tank push gets up here... Wait. Dude, if they put tanks up here, you're screwed. Dude. This base is terrible. They could siege it from the high ground with tanks. I mean, I guess... Oh, he's got Ravagers, so he could bile it. I guess he could run up and bile them? Still feels really dicey. This feels like a really awkward base to defend. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is a good... Maybe he should have just taken a more normal third on the right and just pushed forward there. It might have been a simpler game plan than what Reynor's done. I mean, he's got the purple gas, and for those who remember, Reynor cannot resist purple gas, dude. It's like, ooh, 2 drones for a Reaper. Whoa! That Reaper just got yoinked. He got caught on the Spine Crawler and tossed. Very Dawn of War there. All right, there are Queens and Spores. No Overseers yet, though. The Overseer is going to morph. These drones a little bit exposed. Reynor leaving 3 drones out in the open. I think Clem's out macroing him right now. Here we go. Roaches are going to push to that right side. Yeah, REYNOR famously always takes rich gas bases. Like, he loves it. And it is 100% bonus mining, which is huge, but it's only for 3 workers. And for me, I'm always like, look, bonus 3 workers is cool, but like, if it's this compromised, I don't know. Drones are exposed. Aliens grab another worker or 2. That's 6 drones in total with this opening pressure. CLEM's now into bio tank. Exactly what you want here against a Roach setup. Overlord speed on the way for Ray. Ray's stopping at 60 drones. I think for REYNOR, just mass Roaches. Get this creep out. He should be dropping creep out of these Overlords and trying to throw some creep tumors down. He's trying to hide his overall Roach count, but I think, yeah, spread 2 Roaches here, 2 or 3 Roaches here. Push back these guys. And you can see CLEM is making sure he can't sneak Roaches across the map. He's very active with his Hellions. His Banshees are watching the right side. This middle path is open right now. But it's a very narrow window to get in there. The Hellions going to drive through. He's going to sacrifice them. He says these aren't going to be useful later on. Might as well pick off a few drones. Queen's going to take a while to deal with these bad boys. Here goes the Roach attack, guys. 4 Ravagers, 30 Roaches. They're just barricading, or barreling, I should say, their way across the map. Is CLEM going to be able to barricade his entrance in time? I like that the tanks are far back. He knows that keeping those tanks alive is everything. He also gets rid of that Overlord. Combat Shield's not quite ready. It's 1-1 to just +1 Carapace. And those Banshees are going to be real problem makers, but here we go. Queen drop comes down. 1 Banshee falls. The Banshee, though, does intercept the rally point, which is very annoying. And I think you should just send 1 Queen and an Overseer, or maybe 2 Queens and Overseer to deal with that. Either way, here we go. Mass Roach coming in. Lovely blocking with the command center in the bunker. The Marines forming a wedge up front, forcing those corrosive biles out early. Very nice moves there. The SCVs on the left side do crumble, but REYNOR realizes, I don't think he can break this choke point. He can't get through to the siege tanks. Beautiful positioning. The way CLEM pulled back and used that little choke point with the new command center, that was excellent play. Uses the range advantage of the tanks. Buys time now for combat shields to kick in that +10 hit points. A huge sigh of relief for the Terran player. He did lose 17 workers, but look at the worker count. REYNOR's only on 3 base, and he's only up 2 workers. He's trying to go Infestation Pit now, realizing he's got to go to the next step. But he starts +1 range, doesn't have the gas for that, and Carapace at the same time. Of course, he does now. Hopefully he does remember it. Biles are going to come down in that mineral line, and good dodges for CLEM. There is a goat right here, guys. Cyril has been trying to give REYNOR advice. He metamorphosized into his what's the Expecto Patronum thing called? It's his like avatar thing. He's basically gone into that form to whisper advice to REYNOR. He's saying, make infestors and build drones. REYNOR's like, I'll make infestors, but I'm not macroing, dude. I'm too far behind. I don't have a 4th. It's just now coming up. He's going to keep trying to pick it in with Ravager Biles. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely a huge lead now because CLEM's got a 4th up. 2-2. Double factory as well. When did that happen? He's already got 2 factories pumping tanks. Oh, damn. And if CLEM starts sending drops around to clean up these Overlords and stuff, like if he splits just a few, and he's just going to shove with a big ball. That's very CLEM, isn't it? Just shove all 30, 40 Marines forwards. And Overlords. 3 kills on the map. REYNOR's trying to go Hive and Baneling Nest, but he doesn't have the money to support a Baneling transition on just 58 workers. You need a lot of money to support Banelings. I mean, I get it'll help his maxed army, and maybe he can find a great fight with Fungal. Dude, a double Fungal on these Marines. If he could chain a Fungal on these, he needs to surprise with Fungal, though. The Infestors need to come in as a surprise. First Fungal lands! Second Fungal lands! And he's back in it. I mean, he's still down like 20 workers. That was huge, though. That was a massive trade. Brings it back to actually positive for REYNOR. Really good Fungal usage there. He did lose an Infestor, though, unfortunately. And it just feels like CLEM can just recover from that. This buys REYNOR time, but REYNOR's all in. REYNOR is literally like, he's on mass Roach. 38 Roaches. He's trying to make Tunneling Claws, +2 Carapace, Burrow, but these drones are just so late. Still no mining on his 4th base at 10.5 minutes. This is a tragic economy for the Italian Zerg. Marines find an Overseer on the right side. Very well done. CLEM's still in a very good spot. Very good spot here. 2 Vipers building. Roach is going to try and sneak around to do counters, but the tanks are still set up in a defensive wedge. 10.5 minute link speed timing. Yeah, I mean, if you've opened up Roaches, you don't really want Zerglings that much too early on. Very optimized build, but can't get up here. Oh, I guess he can break these rocks, right? Oh, and those rocks are shared hit points. Can you hear this? I don't know. I'm on Clem's vision. It looks like those all get revealed when they get attacked. I don't know if that's correct or that's just the replay bugging out. Oh, he caught another big pack of Marines up front, guys. Another pack of Marines walked into a fungal. Clem showing us that famous anti-fungal micro he's known for, which is called headbutting his Marines into fungal and not caring because he's got the macro of the gods. Roach is going to run into both bases right now. Really good move there. But can REYNOR hold the front line at the same time? He gets rid of a tank, clears a bunch of Marines. He's got Vipers consuming energy off the hatchery, but his Roach Warren's going to go down, and tragically the second Evo. No! The +2 carapace gets denied. Roaches in the main do finally have to burrow to hide themselves. Blinding Cloud comes in. Beautiful flanks here from this. Oh, those biles landing in the middle of the tanks. Nice play here for REYNOR. REYNOR with some of the most excellent engagements I've ever seen, but he is doing it from so far behind that it might not matter. He just killed the command center. He just got the command center in the natural. The Roaches in the main are trying to hide here. He does get rid of that tank as well. Dude, wait. Can he do this? REYNOR's so far behind in supply, though. REYNOR, amazing tactics, but he just couldn't. He was too far behind when his all-in failed. He's scrambling right now, but he's just got no material compared to Clem, who's got a 4th up. He's floating a command center back. It was meant to be his 5th. Now it's going to replace his natural. There's not many Roaches here. He's got another command center. Still 60 workers up. And that's an issue, man. That is a really big issue. I think REYNOR just needed to drone this 4th a bit earlier while banking on the fungal. And the problem is, when you go into Banelings on a low economy, it's just way too expensive. And he keeps making them, but Banelings don't really ever make epic comebacks because their efficiency is hard capped, right? Like, you can technically keep killing units with Ultra Fungal and keeping healing the Ultras with Transfuse and get insane efficiency technically. With a Baneling, it's one shot, it's done, right? It is a single-use unit, so there's always a certain amount of economy you need to have compared to your opponents to have any real chance, and REYNOR just doesn't have that. Clem's going to out-macro him here on the very cramped Dreams and Scars. Not an easy map to play. I think the timing attack was a good idea off REYNOR, but I think it would have done much better if he took a normal third base. I think that third base is just a bit too hard to defend, and of course, not that much experience on this map, so understandable that he would struggle. But Clem, he's got the 3-3, he's got the Biotank army. He could eat as many fungals as you want. It won't matter. There's no material on the ground. Even with fungal bile, what do you got? 22 Banes, 1 Roach, 60 Zerglings? You can't beat this army with the fungals of the gods. It's not going to do nothing. Well, it is going to do nothing, actually, because that is double negative. That's what they call that one. Oh, look how much units there are on the freaking rally as well. He's just got too much. Easy cleanup. 3-3 against 1-1-1 upgrades for Zerg. I mean, that's a crazy upgrade advantage as well. Being up 4 upgrades in any sort of the interactions here is just deadly. Infestors pop up, land some fungs, some funky fungals landing nicely. Parasitic bombs going down, but REYNOR just too outmanned and outgunned. All right, GG, well played. Very tricky, awesome builds for REYNOR. That last map's a bit cramped. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Big thanks to Crank and the Crank Gathers Team League, sponsored by Chiswick. I love Korean streaming service names. They're like Afrika, Soup, Chiswick. This one was sponsored by Chiswick. Big thanks for sharing the replays, Crank. Crank also did say, I asked him if there's anything I could promote while casting this. He said, you have to mention that I'm handsome. So Crank, you are the most handsome man. Thank you for organizing StarCraft Team Leagues. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.